Welcome back to a brand new PTCG live video. Today I'll be showcasing the new Team Rocket's Persian EX from the newly released set Destined Rivals. So with that being said, let's get into the deck list. Let's see which new cards we'll be running. So we do have a 3-3 line of the Team Rocket's Meowth and Team Rocket's Persian EX. I'm also interested in that first attack for the Hadi order. We can reveal the top 10 cards of your opponent's deck, and then we can choose an attack from a Pokemon we find there and use it as this attack. And then we do have the second attack, the Cruel Slash. We can definitely use this in a pinch. For the 3 colorless energies, we can do 140 base damage, as well as put confusion on your opponent's active Pokemon. And then we do run a 4-4 line with Team Rocket's Tarountula and Team Rocket's Spidops. It is grass type, so it is definitely some good type coverage for this deck, as well as we do have that ability charging up. Once during your turn, you can attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. And then for our attack, we have the Rocket Rush, where we can do 30 damage for each of our Team Rocket's Pokemon in play. So if we get all 6 into play, we can do 180 damage with Rocket Rush. And then lastly, with the 1 copy of the Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX as a backup attacker of the Erasure Ball, we can do 160 base damage, and then we can discard up to 2 energy cards from our bench Pokemon to do 60 damage for each energy card we discarded. And then moving on to our trainer cards, for our ace spec, we do have the Secret Box. We can only use this card if we discard 3 other cards from our hand, and then we can search out our deck for an item card, tool card, supporter card, as well as a stadium card. And then for our stadium cards, we have the 3 copies of the Team Rocket's Factory. Once during each player's turn, if they played a supporter card with Team Rocket in its name, they get to draw 2 cards. And then for our supporter cards, we have the 2 copies of the Team Rocket's Archer. We can only use this card if one of our Team Rocket's Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn, and then we can have both players shuffle their hand into their deck, and then you get to draw 5 cards, and then your opponent can only draw just 3 cards. And then we do run all 4 copies of the Team Rocket's Ariana here, where you can draw until we have 5 cards in our hand. And if all of our Pokemon in play are Team Rockets, we can draw until we have 8 cards in our hand instead. And then we have the 3 copies of the Team Rocket's Giovanni, where we can switch out our active Team Rocket's Pokemon with one of our bench Team Rocket's Pokemon. And if we do so, we can gust up one of your opponent's bench Pokemon into the active. And then lastly, we have the 4 copies of the Team Rocket's Proton. We can search out your deck for 3 basic Team Rocket's Pokemon and put them into your hand. And then for our tool cards, we have the 1 copy of the Bravery Charm. We can attach this to a basic Pokemon to get extra 50 more HP. As well as we do have the 1 copy of the Rescue Board. And then for our energy cards, we do run all 4 copies of the Team Rocket's Energy. And then for the basic energies, we have the 3 Grass as well as the 1 Psychic Energy. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into some games here. And they have us go first. That's pretty good for us. Definitely want to find that Proton, hopefully. Or, yeah, Transceiver, that works. Should we put Mimikyu? I don't know, I think we'll put Meowth in front. Okay, looks like it's going to be Dragapult. Be interesting. So we can actually use the Mimikyu here. Would be nice. Yeah, let's get Mewtwo and Tarantulas. Okay, looks like they're gonna pull off Team Evolution here, most likely. Get the 2 Dracloaks, Luminous Energy, Buddy Poffin. Pretty good turn. Like, that is absolutely solid for a Stage 2 deck. Or any deck just that wants to quickly evolve up 2 Pokemon. Because now they got draw support with the Recon Directive ability. Grass Energy. Yeah, let's go for the Haughty Order. They have Charizard. Yeah, let's use Charizard's attack. So at least we know they're running Charizard with Dragapult here. We pick up another Persian. Kind of surprised we didn't see a single Ultra Ball. Brock scouting. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna probably get Dragapult here. Yeah, there it is. Sparkling Crystal. I hope not. Counter Catcher. That's kind of bad, because they're going to gust up probably the Mewtwo. Oh no, they go for the Tarountula actually. I guess we'll go for the Archer. Yeah, let's go for the attack. Let's see what we can get. Yeah, that is not too great. I guess we'll just use Phesandipity's attack. Get rid of the Dracloak, so now they don't have draw support here. See what we get, Rocket's Energy. Okay, they pick up Charmander and they gust us. Is this gonna be for the Spidops? I think it's either Spidops or Mewtwo. No, they go for the Tarountula. Transceiver. And maybe let's go for Archer. No, maybe Ariana. So look at the top 10 cards again. Okay, I guess Charizard is okay. And we see their ace card is the Unfair Stamp. 240. I guess that's not too bad. They're probably not going to find the energy card. I'm hoping they don't. Because 4 cards in their hand is not a lot. And they still get the energy. That is crazy. That is wild. Because Dragapult is like, you only have 3 of each energy usually, or like 6 energies or less in the deck. And I feel like with Luminous, they probably have even less of the basic ones. So yeah, they're gonna knock out Spidops here. 60 on Mimikyu. Yeah, let's use Energy Switch. And I feel like maybe we should get Archer here. Yeah, there's really not much to get. Yeah, we just need the 116. We don't need to discard anything. I'm just hoping they don't have really much of a comeback here. So we pick up Rescue Board and Ultra Ball, because Mewtwo is weak to Dark, which is pretty bad. Charizard would one-hit KO us in a heartbeat. And they used Iono, pretty risky. Guess they didn't have anything in their hand. And Hawlucha. And we even got the Ariana, which is so good. Yeah, they just concede here. Okay, our opponent does win it. So let's see who goes first here, because they are deciding. And looks like they're going first. Not the most ideal. Yeah, they're pretty tough. Okay, we do get the Transceiver, never mind. We can get the Proton. Let's draw 2 more cards. I don't know, maybe put... Yeah, I get a feeling they're probably gonna knock out our Meowth, honestly. Let's pass. Yeah, there it is already. There's already the Yanmega. And they switch out with the item card. Let's see, hopefully they don't gust us here. Iono, that's kind of bad. Because then we can't use the Archer. Unless we redraw it. No, we don't get it. Wow, they even played the Enhanced Hammer. That is really bad. Honestly, it doesn't really feel like there's much we can do here. Let's Ultra Ball. Play Rocket's Factory. Wow, that's pretty lucky. We pick up the Rocket's energy. Let's use it charging up. Let's roll the dice here. I guess we'll use the Yanmega. Let's see, do we move energy also? Yeah, we have to move energy. Let's move on to Mewtwo. They research. See, Toadscrew, so that doesn't really affect us at all with the Slime Mold Colony. I don't think we even play Night Stretcher. See, they get another Yanmega. Yeah, they're doing amazingly well here. Especially that enhanced hammer. Was not expecting that. Another 210 on us. Tons of energy in play. Let's see what we get. Ariana is good. But I kind of want to get rid of that Yanmega that's damaged. We have no energy. I don't know, let's go for Ariana here. See what we can draw here. Wow, nothing. Well, looks like we're just gonna have to get KO'd here. Carmine. Wow, they just draw perfectly here. Like, see, they're gonna retreat out. Probably into Yanmega. See, they have a switch. Because it looks like they already exhaust all the energies. No, they just attach on the bench Yanmega and they just pass. Wow. Yeah, let's just go for the 160. Yeah, honestly, the way I see it, with only 15 cards left in their deck, I feel like there's probably not many cards that we can use to pick up with the Persian's attack. Haughty Order. Yeah, top 10. They only have 15. Let's see what they do here. I don't know, listen, they might even just concede here, I don't know. We're still like tie game. It's not like we didn't even take the lead here. Ooh, there's Judge. And I guess let's use Rocket's Giovanni going to Spidops. And Amanda's Energy Switch. Yeah, let's go for the knockout. See, Spidops and Mimikyu. And looks like they're going to play Arven, so at least we don't have to worry about Iona or Judge. And they go for the return. Wow, they're down to 9 cards in their deck. And guess we'll Energy Switch. Alright, we actually do run Night Stretchers here. Go for the Rocket's Factory. Yeah, I feel like it didn't really matter if we did 220 or 280 because they'll still survive. They have 300 HP. Let's see, yeah, 1 Yen Mega in the discard. 1 in play. And I really doubt they have anything left in that deck. They got 8 cards. Yeah, looks like I didn't do anything. Yeah, didn't take action in time. I don't know. Let's see, we used 2 E-switch. I don't know, I guess we might as well bench the Meowth. Maybe we can just switch the energy over. See, wow, another Spidops was prized. So I think that was 2 of them. Yeah, it looks like they just automatically lose for being AFK. I don't know, it's hard to tell. I don't think they would have been able to make a comeback. Because we have so many single prize attackers like the Spidops would wear them down pretty quickly. And then all they have before the Blissey was just that 1 Yanmega. So, I don't know, I feel like there was no way they could have won this. Yeah, now just going to Ralor. Yeah, even that enhanced hammer was pretty unexpected. And yeah, they used basically, looks like most, or if not all of their supporters, 2 Ionos, Judge, Boss, Research. 2 Judge, actually. They used their Super Rod, Counter Catcher. They've exhausted almost everything. Yeah, inactive for too long. So yeah, we did win the coin toss. We decided to go first, and we had 1 mulligan, and our opponent had 4 mulligans, I believe. So yeah, we get to draw 3 cards. They got the Snow Run. So yeah, I guess we're gonna go for the Proton. I don't know if we want the Mewtwo, honestly, because it is weak to Dark type, so it's basically an easy knockout, just Grimmsnarl food for them. Yeah, I say let's pass. Ooh, they get the Iono. Yeah, that's not good. There goes our Persians to the bottom. Spike move Gym. They get the Morgrim. Yeah, they're looking pretty bad already. So I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't want to use Proton. Another Ariana. And I really don't want to bunch the Mewtwo here. Yeah, let's go for Secret Box. Get rid of Proton. Mewtwo. Maybe Transceiver. Pick up Ultra Ball. Yeah, let's get the Persian. I don't know, really did disrupt us quite a bit. Yeah, let's try this out. Top 10 cards. Nice, there's a Grimmsnarl. Basically what we need. But yeah, they do block it with the Shaman. There's nothing we can do about that. At least at the moment. Okay, there's a Team Rocket's Giovanni. They pick up Morgrim. And they get Artisan, they get rid of our Team Rocket factory. So they're probably gonna get another Impidimp here. Yeah, they just concede here. So yeah, we did win the coin toss and we decided to go first here. And our opponent did take a mulligan. So we do draw a card. Serendipity. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna bench the Mewtwo just yet. Send turn. Because it looks like they have a dark type deck here. Maybe it's a Loyal 3. Who knows? Haven't seen that in a while. No, they got Psychic Energy. And they researched their entire hand. 2 Super Rods. The Ultra Ball. That's pretty crazy. Maybe it's Gardevoir actually, because Gardevoir does run dark energies. Yeah, it is Gardevoir. So it looks like they don't use the TM evolution. So I guess we'll bench the Mewtwo, it's good. Yeah, let's Ultra Ball both of these away for Persian. Use Ariana. Nice, we get the energy card and factory. Secret Box. Oh no, let's go for the Haughty Order. Wow, that is pretty bad. Guess all you got is Curlia here, do eating. Pretty disappointing. They attach TM Evolution, and they research. Oh, wow. They had a Gardevoir in hand. Okay, looks like they're going to be moving damage back to us. And they get rid of Factory. Drifloom. And the Ultra Ball. They're probably going to get Curlia here. so that when they use TM Evo, they can get Gardevoir instead. Yeah, there's the Carlia. And they just concede here. So yeah, they won the coin toss and they decided to go first. It looks like they got Rocket's Nidoking. Two mulligans. Oh wow, they got a pretty bad start here. Looks like the Mewtwo got prized. No, let's use Secret Box. And yeah, we'll just end turn. Pretty decent turn. Let's see what they do here. Yeah, I get the feeling they're probably going to concede here. This doesn't look good. Yeah, they just go for the 10 damage. Are you serious? Yeah, let's get Persian into play. Yeah, I'm not gonna get anything here. Let's use Ariana. Nah, this is a pretty perfect game almost. Hotly order. Yeah, that's kind of disappointing. We could not find any other Pokemon other than that stage 1 Nidorina. That is so bad. Yeah, there it is. 10 cards from the top of their deck. I can't believe, and that's all we found. They go for the Pokevital A. Oh wow, they go for the Paralysis. Let's get another Persian. Yeah, and their deck completely bricked. 100%. Go for the Hottie order again. Yeah, talking about a bad selection. $60 damage this time. Can you believe this? This is pretty insane. Like, we had the Team Rocket's coughing, the Nidorina again, Arbok, which was just 30 damage to all their Pokemon. And Augustus for the Spidops. This is a crazy game, honestly. Looks like they went more for control. Yeah, no, this has to be some kind of a control deck. We haven't seen a single one of their Nidokings in like 3 attacks. They knock out 2 of our Tarantulas. Yeah, I think we'll just go for that Cruel Slash, honestly. Yeah, let's use the Archer. We probably should have used that Cruel Slash last turn, honestly. See, there's a Rocket's Energy. They go into Nidoran. Pretty crazy, honestly. Yeah, they just attach energy. Rocket's Great Ball. They get heads. So, do they have rare candy for the Nidoking? They could. Because they can do search out an evolution. No, they just get the Nidorino. So yeah, they basically lose this. If they don't bench any backup Pokemon, they play Jacques. Yeah, those are evolutions. So if they don't bench any benched Pokemon, they basically lose this for no benched backup. They get a Nidoqueen and Nidoking. Yeah, let's just go for the win here. I feel like we still did pretty okay considering our Mewtwo EX was prized. So what do we pick up here? Grass Energy. There we go. Well, those are all the games. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.